Morning. Welcome to Great Transition Strategies, Monday Morning Standup. 5 minutes to get your week off to a great start and potentially give you something to help make you a more effective leader. Hope you're having a great Labor Day weekend, enjoying the unofficial end to summer, and hopefully all the schools in your areas are getting started off safely here to get our kids back in school safely. Today's topic, some leadership reflections. What got me to this topic? Well, this past weekend, I attended a reunion, my class reunion from the United States Naval Academy a few years ago. And it made me look at the individuals that were there and what they've accomplished, both in the military and out, and made me think about what makes leaders, what makes really great leaders. So let me give you some of my reflections. Here's my first thought. First, when you think about who we are as a leader, we are affected by where we were when, and who we were with when we were there. Where were we? When were we there? And who were we with? So think about those. All right? Think about yours, where you grew. Now I'm going to give you 4 points that I think, as I reflect back from talking to my classmates and the things that they've done. Here's some thoughts that I have on great leaders, good leaders, and even on the negative side. So think about a great organization you worked for where you had a great leader. I think of one that maybe was not so great, and kind of hold them in your head. Number one, all leaders serve. All positive leaders serve. They serve their organization and they serve the people in the organization. So I think about military, clearly they're serving, right? But outside, once you get out, you still serve your organization. Number two, when I think about number two, sacrifice. Leaders sacrifice for their organization and they sacrifice for their people. They're willing to do whatever it takes to help people get better, to help the organization get better, to be positive. Number three, good leaders are positive impacts on the organization, positive impacts on the individuals in the organization. On this side, the leader that was not so great, many times those leaders are getting really, really good results, really good metrics, but they're doing it by stepping all over people. They're climbing up people's backs to get where they're going. So think about that really great leader. Were they able to make positive impacts on the organization while making positive impacts on the individuals in the organization? Lastly, individuals, those great leaders, they leave a legacy of leadership in the organization. That is an organization you want to be part of. People grow while they're there. Legacy of leadership with the individuals. The individuals grow while they're there. The people know they want to talk to that person again. They want to go back. So as I stepped back and I looked at my classmates, it's incredible what people have accomplished. And when I look at them, the legacy that they've left, I look at their kids. Their kids are doing all those things now. Their kids are serving. Their kids are in leadership positions. So leadership begets leadership. I think it happens on the negative side as well. But positive leadership, good leadership begets more positive leadership. So now, think about you and in the position that you're in today and the team that you lead, who you're leading. How do you fit in these categories when you think about serving the organization, the individual, sacrificing for the organization, the individuals, and the positive impact you're making on both organization and the individuals? And what are you doing to leave that legacy? One of the metrics I think that really measure how good a leader we are is number one, how many leaders, people in your organization have risen to a leadership position? I think that's a key metric. That's one key metric, right? So as you take a look at, hey, how have individuals grown? I think that's really, really critical, how they grow. And the second one, how well does your organization run when you're not there? I was having a conversation, I remember this a while ago, with an individual, and we were talking about, hey, these leaders in this organization. The guy said, well, that individual, he's not a leader. He's leading the parade. He just jumped out in front of the parade. He's not leading it. If you're in one of those situations, if your organization can go whether you're in front or not, that's a good sign that you are a leader, where you don't have to be in front of the parade. You've seen those folks who jumped in front of the parade and think they're in charge. Not necessarily true. So what's the legacy you're leaving? Thanks for listening. Hope you found that helpful. Think about those areas. How are you leading? What's the legacy you're leaving for your organization? And are you building leaders along the way? Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoy your holiday weekend. Have a great week. See you next Monday morning, 8:30. Have a good week.